promise. Well, I'm giving in and you're reaching out, but I swear it's not that easy, no. Don't call me a liar, then I call you a liar, 'cause I'm not a liar. In the front that said that I want you, but I don't need you, no, no.
they coming for you? Yeah, yeah. Now, don't you think you're better off where the neighbors don't stare? And maybe you're wanted, looking good for the movie screens, living in make-believe, hoping your wishes get granted. I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery slope, it's not enough to please you. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Oh, 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 says it's all her mind. To count your blessings, 'cause it's tiny fair, tiny fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. It is the ugly truth. How they coming for you? Yeah, yeah.
some cats with this color pattern do go off. Or are born deaf. What I do is I just get things really up close so I can really look at them side by side. Oh! I wanted to make the eye more interesting, so I spent a lot more time because there's only so much info that I can give with this color. Honestly, saturated. I am being really quiet right now, just in general. So, I mean, you know. I'm just not very loud right now. It's very, very chill. I'm definitely calming down from last stream. And last stream, which I have now deleted, a lot of things just really were pissing me off, and I just kind of set off at the end of it. So I broke all of my own rules. Spawn capping, scud bagging. I just didn't care at that point. I was just really mad. So I ended it. It's gone, and we're just gonna chill out now. No more of that bad energy. Yeah, I don't want to sing. Let me actually turn that one off. I want to be quiet. Oh. Hello, Harmony. Welcome to the community. Hello, Megalora. Welcome back. Thank you, Epic Fred. Megaloro if somebody redeems the Kiki summon. Then yes. And Kiyomimi has. Ta-da! And I shall Hi, Thanatos. Bye, Thanatos. Wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, homie. Oh, I actually don't like the song. I'm gonna remove it. Where is it? I haven't wanted to listen to the song in a long time. Gone. I'm gonna go to that one song that I just really like. This one. I really like this one. Yeah, homie's freaking like I don't even know how to describe homie, okay? Don't make me describe him, I will never do it justice. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go with later. first art piece I ever made? I don't know. I think it was 2 circles with a crayon when I was like 3 years old. I've been drawing ever since I can remember. There wasn't like a single time or anything that like I actually started drawing. I've always been drawing. I'm going to do the heavy detail thing that I did last time when I just went ham in on the details and then I pulled it back. That's a lot of my artwork, is that I'll go really, really crazy details but then pull it back. So you can still see some of the details. Back in here you can see some of these lines that kind of look like, they don't look like veins, but you know, it's got that hint of what used to be a whole bunch of detail, and then I pulled it back. What the hell is this? Oh, it's part of the sketch. Okay. So I'm going to do something similar here, but not as intense as I did last time. In fact... where's the other cat eye? Aha. Hold on, guys. I just, hold on. Right there. I'll be right back. I just have to go to the bathroom. like I said, I overdraw it, and now that I'm done with the reference of something extremely close up, I'm gonna go back to wherever it is. Here it is. Oh, oh, you were doing the Cookie Monster blankie? Okay, hold on. Ah. So, I went really overboard. Now, it is time to draw it back. Let me actually, let me put this between the eyes so that I can see my reference of what I've already done over here so that they can remain consistent. Oh, hello, Punktiana. Thank you for the raid. Oh, hello, DGamer50. Welcome to the community. I'm sorry, I think does that sound weird to you? My nose is like buzzing. Why is my nose buzzing? I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, I am pulling back the details on this. I'm gonna start a drawing now. Cool. Yes, we can draw together. I shall take a drink, thank you. Damn it. This music is called Crystallize. It's by. It says it's from Epidemic Sound, but let me find the artist. Whoa! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? God, I have too many things playing. Hold on, let me move. I think I need to actually have it playing. It's by. I guess it's just from Epidemic Sound. It doesn't have another name to it or anything. Heard this song too many times. Heard that too many times. Heard that too many times. There we go, this one's better. Bye, homie. Crystallize, not by Lindsay Sterling. No, there are a lot of songs called Crystallize. I do know what song you're talking about though. Like the dubstep, dubstep violin and like the little ice caverns. Time to do the ears. Kiki. Okay, let's see here. How am I gonna draw this? Well, I noticed there's some fluff here. I've gotta capture the fluff. This song sounds like it's using cat purring as a percussion. Or bass or whatever. Do you hear that? Like, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, I just love animals. That's absolutely cat purring. How fitting. And that's how I do ear veins. Or just veins in general. How did I figure that out? Literally just right now I was like, that might be a good way to do the veins. And then it was. Aw, puppy opened their eyes. Oh, baby. There we go. I think we're all doing a lot better, or at least I am. Excuse me. Hmm. Sorry, I had really weird tick. I've been getting lots of weird stuff happening lately. Sometimes my tics are weird, so I feel like I need to apologize for the weird ones. The ones that like aren't normal. For me at least. They're not ones that I usually make. Yeah. Oh yeah, Epic said you're checking out my conlang. Thank you. you. So epic. Let me see. If I were to say certo, what does that mean? I'm gonna give you a pop quiz. Yes, you are correct. If I were to say naitincho, what would that mean? It's a language that I made. I developed it almost for almost yes. Natiento is goodbye, and nai nai is a way to shorten that. What does lasuri mean? I spent almost 2 decades working on this project. Yes, lasri or lalai means good night. Trying to think of the other ones that were under the etiquette thing. Actually, I could just look. What other ones were under etiquette? It seems the word or prefix a lot means to wish someone well. No, it's la suri, because suri means please, and if I recall, at least it used to be this, it might have changed. Lasas meant to sleep, so it basically meant like sleep please. Suradna means greetings. So surka, hello, surba, good evening, surlu, good morning, surno, good afternoon. Oh! What does mornkur mean? That one's a little harder. That one's not used quite as often. Yes! Accurate. What does kovia mean? I love that word, kovia. 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 Yes, it does mean sorry. I'm just looking through my thing right now, actually. What does Maya mean? Yes. Accurate. What does oprela mean? Used in a sentence? Epic thread. Oprela. That's it. Yes. Means how are you? Whoa. Do you know how you would say, I am good? I'm doing good. If somebody says, oh, prela, then what would it be if you just say, I am good? Ah, I see. Well, so it is SOV. Verbs come at the end of the sentence. The word for I, it is the subject form of I is ku, and then the word for is, am, to be is dal, and then the word for good is sanyo. So how would you put that together then, if it's an SOV structure? The point of what I'm doing right now is I'm giving it texture, and then I'm gonna blend it out. But it should still retain some of the texture that I had added to it, despite the fact that it is blurred out more. I don't know if you can see that. That it's just supposed to have like the hint. The word for am is dal, D-A-L, and that's also not how you spell it, but the spelling's a whole different thing. Spelling is a whole different beast. I consider the spelling to be easy, but then again, I made it and I memorized it, so, you know. Oh, hold on. I want to show everybody something. If I can find it. Oh, it's gotta be around here somewhere. Hold on a second. Taking a break from art for a second. Let me show you this. So this is the phonology document that I have for my conlang. First of all, we've got the phonemic inventory. These are all of the possible sounds that can be made. Pa, ba, da, za, ka, ga, ca, za, cha, za, sa, za, sha, sha, or sia, or ja. That is a the, I think. Fa, va, oh, that's va. Right, that's va. Fa, va, x, ha, ya, la, va, ra, ra, la, and la. So that's a phonetic inventory. There's phonotactics, and then there's an entire dictionary. And these give you all the vowels, all the possible diphthongs, the co-articulated consonants, xa, qua, wa, ye. There's the alphabet, there, international phonetic alphabet that you can have here. Here's the romanization so that you can know how all of these sounds are actually written in, quote, like, plain English. You got a whole bunch of, these are not circumflex. I can't remember the exact name of the little caret thing. We do have a circumflex O, I think. Wait, no, yeah, these are circumflex. Got some circumflex, a breve, an ash, some macron vowels, and umlauts are treated in a very specific way. HR is interesting. And then R colored vowels, it's something called rhoticity. You know, the difference between if you say car in American English and then ka in, British English, the car, that is rhoticity. It is rhoticized. And then this just kind of shows you what a syllable structure is in the most simple way, what an onset, nucleus, coda, rhyme, and medial are in syllable structure. So just with spots, onset is the first letter, nucleus is like the vowel in the middle, coda is the last letter, the rhyme is the last letter and the vowel before it, so it's spelled, it sounds the same as, rhyme, so you know what that. Medial is a phoneme inserted between the onset and the nucleus, and it can get more complicated from there. But then I go over the entire phonology. This took me weeks to work on. This took me weeks to work on. So this is all, like, the way that this is parentheses, it's the romanized phoneme, slashes is a phonetic transcription, brackets is called the allophonical realization of a phoneme. That's complicated, but then I describe it pretty simply. The different ways the phoneme can be pronounced, either in free variation or with constraints, which is just how, if you want to pronounce it slightly differently, or if it's constrained to pronounce a certain way. Like, A is the most flexible vowel, it's just all of the A's. Yeah, kusanidal would be, I'm doing good, but that's not how you spell it. That's not how you spell sanyu. And there's a lot of rules for how this works and how it changes that I didn't intend these rules to be here. It's just, as I kept speaking it and changing the alphabet, I realized that I had rules that I added in completely unintentionally, but it's just rules that I abided by for how to speak it. And then as soon as I wrote it down, it was a whole lot. Now, R can be allophonically realized, like quote, quote, tapped, ra, or trilled, ra. And it can also be, it can be eroticized as well, which is interesting. Oh, thank you, KiwiB. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, SOV. Like, sva has no meaning, but svar means pain. You could say, so this is, this A has been R colored. See how it's a little different? So that shows that it's going to be an R sound. So you've got svar, svar, svar. That is an sound because it softens it. Vowel rhoticity. Now, Y and umlaut U is extremely complicated. I don't know why it ended up being that way, but it just did. This one's interesting. HR, depending on if it is an onset, a coda, or a nucleus, will, or I guess a medial, will be pronounced different ways. Roar is chrora, and significant is lochra. So chrora, lochra. It's a ch sound with an unvoiced R trill. Hr. Hr. Then, if it's used as a coda, it doesn't have the R sound at all. Instead, it's just a glottal. So, soup is shluch. That's the HR, but only if it's used as a coda. And then you have an RHR cluster, and then for something, the verb is to rip or to tear, it's svar. But you have the R at the end. And I'm like, why did this happen this way? I don't know, because I started speaking it this way. It actually does have influence from Chinese. And then D can be lenited. It could be dal or dal. But then there's words like zea, which can't be dea. It has to be thea. But that's only for modal verbs because I chose it to be that way. We got macrons, and they have different purposes. Then so much information on this stupid letter. This shows you, this is a part of the writing. Umlauts. Look how much information there just is on an umlaut. Umlaut, essentially, if it's okay, look at this. There's kua for water, or kuya. Kuya. Yeah. It makes it seem like it's palatalized, like there's a Y before it. Which is why sanyu would be S-A-N umlaut U, because it's got the umlaut. That's how I decided to use it in this language. The apostrophe itself is actually a letter in a way. Kunyo lakaita zinzik pa'o te'eta we shakwa petu patwa. There's a lot of stuff, and syllabic stress changes here as well. Oh, here's some of the writing. Tranix, it means an escape. It is the verb. Tranixa would be the, that's a noun. Tranixa would be the verb. Then, The zikjin is excitable, and that's what this is. The kjin part is this little thingy right here. Oh, one of the most complicated phonemes is the apostrophe R. And actually, I ended up, let's see here. Is this it? The apostrophe R, I don't know why. But, I love the writing, though. So these all have them in there. Tolgera, Devasra, Quevrera. So it's pronounced differently, but there's reasons for it. Now this sentence, he loves his house, could be pronounced in a multitude of different ways. And here's how it, here are different ways that it can be pronounced. Bar belektar sovira. Bar belektar sovira. Bar belektar sovira. But the easiest way for me to say is Bar belektar sovira. But it could be pronounced any of those ways, since apostrophe R can be pronounced in approximately 3 different ways. And I had to figure out why that was. And then I have a bunch of notes for syllabic stress. So yeah, it's a lot. It's very fun making this stuff. If anyone wants to poke their head into my Discord server where you could learn it. The Discord server as like a server of people to talk in is dead. I think the memes channel actually finally died. The memes channel was going strong for a long time, but I think it finally died off. But it still is functional as a learning device. So, it's the whole thing. I made an entire Discord server for it. Like, oh my gosh, so much. Guys, study language. There's these little things that you can mark. It's a little student thing to say if you read it or not. The dictionary is linked here, as well as the numerical system, the abridged dictionary, and an online course. Look, I got a table of contents. Shabam! I can go to wherever it tells me. And I have them at the bottom and the top to make it easier. You can also go all the way back to the top. But if you want the full alphabet down here, you're going to get the alphabet right here. But this gives you everything that you need to know. The grammar basics, this as well has table of contents. This will lead you down all of how to, read, write it, stuff like that. These all have audio bits so you know how to pronounce stuff. Here's how to pronounce every single thing. We've got grammar and syntax. We've got prepositions and conjunctions, directional complements, special prepositions. I even got modality up in this bitch. And then there's a calligraphy section. Oatmeal can write this better than I can. I should be able to write it this well, but it's absolutely beautiful. I don't understand how they write it better than I do. It's like, what? There's a big section for writing how it looks. This is how the language is written. That means King Bakuya. Places where you can ask questions. You can talk about your conlangs if you want. We'll make translations to things, like this is a translation of an MLK quote. So, there's a word of the day that I haven't updated since January. So it's a lot of stuff. I worked extremely hard on it. You hate gendered languages. I don't my language doesn't have like a gendered thing to it. It does have genders, but it's not gendered language like French or Spanish, the cat. The history behind all that. Oh my god, I mean, I literally have spent almost 20 years on it. Spent about 18 years. I could talk about it literally all day. I'm stopping myself now so that I don't lose people, because they'll be like, what the fuck is she talking about? But I could literally talk about it all day. I could talk about how parts of the language came to be by accident, or it grew like a natural language because of how it changed over time. And I could show you all the interesting ways that I reverse engineered a mythology out of it by going back over root words and like trying to figure something out because I had made a mistake, and then when I was reverse engineering the root words, I ended up coming up with a mythology for it. Because the language has never been like attached to anything in terms of like, you know, Elvish is for Lord of the Rings, Na'vi is for Avatar, you know. There's different languages that different creatures speak in different fantasy worlds. My language has never had a purpose like that. No, Nuve doesn't have masculine or feminine nouns, no. I love language. It's one of my special interests, being an autistic person. I have special interests. In my language, there isn't none of that. In my language, there's actually a pretty simple way to be able to transform words, essentially, and it is with affixes. Affixes. I call them affixes, whatever. I mean, like, you don't go ahead and make a whole language for 18 years just because you think it's fun. It's got to be an obsession to get to that point. I started it when I was 8 years old. And I just kept working on it, and it grew as my understanding of language grew. That's interesting, Lady Artemis. Stretching out. Oh my god, I've been working on Nueve like around when you were born. Wow. Oh, we're changing blankets. Thank you. Well, I just know that I was 8 years old. I know that because I was playing Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X is what made me want to, make a language because of the Albed. I mean, come on. My language name is Nueve, but it used to be, because it has changed over time from Nube. Albed, Nuebe. And yeah, I was a dumb kid who liked to copy everything that I saw. So that's how it started. And then I just kind of slowly added onto it and changed it, and now it's something entirely different. Because I didn't understand the difference between a language and a code when I was a kid. Because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I made a language, and then they show me like a cipher, and I'm like, bitch, that's not a language. That is a cipher. There's a very big difference. And don't you dare try to compare ours, because one of them takes an afternoon. Another one of them takes 20 years. You can create a cipher in like an hour. Making a whole functioning language is a different story. Hey Angie. Look at this kitty. It's a pretty kitty. Look at that pretty kitty. It's a pretty kitty. Prettiest of pretty kitties. It's always gotta look worse before it looks better. See how scrappy that looks right now? Blech. Gross. Scrappy, nasty, blah. Because it needs to look bad before it can look good. Oh, what the? Oh. Buzz off, scams. Hold on a second, guys. Thank you, Angie. The thing is that fur is layered, so you have to layer your art too. I'm gonna shave this down so that I can get the fluff on. Let's see here. So the eyes are 3 layers. I've got that. I should probably put that right up in here. You can see I got the muzzle. I got extra details on the ears, and then everything else is on the same layer. Ooh, what the heck is this? I didn't say this could be here. This is not permitted. There we go. Honestly, I don't use a whole lot of layers in my artwork anymore. Oh, hello, Blizzard Penguin. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. The bow only took 10 layers because I draw a lot of things on the same layers. Now, when it comes to, you know, doing octoprism art and stuff like that where everything has to be separated so it can move, the hell that is, that's a little different. I'm actually going to make the background darker. Thank you, Blessed Penguin. Hello, you are so sweet. So a lot of the work that like you'll see from me on this cat won't end up actually being seen in the final piece. Like this eye right here, this eye was way more detailed. I wonder if, let me see here. Pretty Kitty 1. There you go. And this eye is actually even more detailed. You'll be able to watch it later on the VOD for this, but see how bright these cat eyes are? Wow. I drew them bright to just kind of get that nice color in, but then I toned them down to match the more pastel color of the photo. And, you know, I added all of these details to the veins on here, but then I blurred out and erased most of it so that it would have a soft effect. So, oh, I love this song. So a lot of these details end up getting pushed back. They get blurred out, they get erased, they get dulled, so that it gives you that impression that of a lot of detail put together. This was a bunch of strokes over and over and over each other. But then I blended it out a bit. Now it has a hint of texture while still being smooth. This is me pretty much going free flow. I can't tell. Can you tell the difference between what's fur and what's ribbon? No, the picture isn't high quality enough for this amount of detail right here. Oh, what's this? So this is mostly just me drawing what I think looks good. Where do we go from here? Baby, I don't know, but your voice is... Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Now I'm gonna do that to diffuse it. Thank you. Yes, I also do sing. I'm the total package, baby. I could draw, I could sing. I made a language. That's something, right? Okay. Now to give even more of a look of this layered feel. Okay, I gotta bump this back up again. Erase it away just a little bit less, actually. I animate. That's another thing. I also know how to animate. You guys are so sweet. Stop it. You're gonna make me cry. And now that that has been defined, I can do whatever I want with the color over here. So now I could just focus on the shading, now that the texture is done. Oh no, almost there. Randy, the whole pack with just free shipping and same day delivery. That's the, oh my gosh, awesome person. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I will have to say though that I will have to end soon. My hands are kind of hurting. I don't want to stop, but I will have to force myself to stop soon. I lost too much texture when I did that. And because this is on a different layer, I won't disturb the eye that I drew. Thank you! Now it's time to do that layering thing I was talking about. I am layering these colors over each other repeatedly. Yo, if you Epic Thread, all you gotta do is send me a DM asking me a question about the language, and you will get just non-stop, non-stop. I will tell you freaking everything. If you any single question you have about the language, I will answer in spades, and that is a promise. I love nothing more than talking in detail about my life's passion project. Literally, it is my life's passion project, considering how long I've been alive and how long I've worked on it, and how consistently I've worked on it over the years. Specific parts of the language I could tie back to specific parts of my life, because, like, I'm like, oh, I remember what influenced this part of the language to change, or, oh, I remember that time that I learned this, and then this entire part of the language changed. It's a lot of that. My whole life's history is wrapped up in that constructed language. It's a very special thing to me. I shall take a drink, thank you. This is a very pretty kitty. Hold on a second. Thank you, big fan. No, you're one of the patrons that hasn't seen my face yet. I've shown my face to a couple patrons. Oh, that video's been taken down. I took it down when I was demonetized because I didn't know if it was contributing because it was using a bunch of other people's videos. Because it was a parody. The video was a parody of like, haha, most funny Chihuahua videos, and all the Chihuahua videos would be is like Chihuahuas getting like really nasty angry and people thinking it's funny that they were growling, and I was like, you absolute monsters are like thinking that your dog being aggressive is cute. It's like, you bitches are the problem. Why people like demonize Chihuahuas. Like, oh my god. So I took a bunch of those videos, put it into a compilation, and at the very end I said, my turn, and then I showed my Chihuahua, who is a little darling angel baby. And he's never bitten anything, he would never hurt anything. He's just a lovely, darling little bup because we raised him correctly. And it was just him being cute, and it showed my face, but because of the reused content thing that I was being accused of, even though it was actually a glitch, that's why I was demonetized. I decided to, remove it in case that could be used against me when I made my appeal. Yeah, it's just you gotta train your animals correctly. My Chihuahua is such a little baby, and he exists for tummy rubs. This morning I was really depressed and didn't want to get out of bed. He hopped up into bed with me, and I just pet his tummy and gave him little kisses for like a full 30 minutes, and he was just sitting there like, yeah, this is the life. He is my happy boy. Hello, Borican. Now you can calm down, alright? Time to relax. This is chill time. thank you, Angie. Yes, please respect my privacy. Not that anybody here was going to do that, but in case somebody would be like, I'm gonna share her face or whatever, I would appreciate it. No. I am very, very specific with who I let see my face. Sorry, no, I don't have that on right now. I just don't want to. Yeah, self-promotion, like, really? Really? Wow, that's sad. It's pretty pathetic. You love pit bulls? Oh, I love pit bulls too. I just love all dogs. Ooh, Maltese. Oh, hello. Boricon. Welcome to the community, I guess, even though you're banned for self-promotion. Aw, Angie has a phobia of dogs. That's awful. I'm sorry, hon. My dogs would love you, I'm sure, but that's something that you gotta work on yourself. I've been desensitizing myself to my phobia, and it's been working wonders. I feel a lot better now that I'm helping myself. I essentially had to find a common ground with my phobia. I was like, okay, listen. So you're gonna make me freaked out whenever I see something gory, okay? Well, what about if I'm just hearing a description of something gory? Because I really like true crime videos. Okay, like we can agree on that phobia, that you know that maybe that's not so bad. So I've been getting better with that. I'm sorry, Kioni. That's called agoraphobia. Phobias are really hard to live with. I've lived with mine for so many years. And like, you know, exposure therapy is really fucking hard to deal with because when you have panic attacks that like are debilitating, you can't just give yourself exposure therapy for that because you don't want to go through those panic attacks. But for me, exposure in a different way has been helping. So instead of seeing graphic imagery, I'm hearing things being described because it's a true crime video and it's just like, here are the facts of the thing that happened. And at first it's been very uncomfortable, but because I actually do like these videos, they're just very fascinating to me to like hear about like the crazy true stuff that goes on in our lives. Also, I like hearing about the people that get caught because it gives me hope about the terrible people in the world that they're not going to get away with what they do. So I have been getting that desensitization for gory stuff that it's been very, very helpful. So I definitely suggest, if it's possible, finding what I say common ground with your phobia. I have no idea how it would apply to the phobias that you guys are going through. I don't know. Just know that there are ways to make it so that the phobia doesn't have to run your life. Something like agoraphobia is definitely something that would need, I think, more professional help, though. Are you certain that's not a real cat? You flatter me. That looks wrong. Yeah, that's not right. And that, I just did freehand. I just did that freehand. I am so proud of myself. Look at that little cat lip. I'm sorry that the chat is all talking about spheres. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry you guys go through all this. Let's go to a nicer sounding song. You know what song I want to play? Y'all know it. Y'all know I love this song. RDB, oh my goodness. Oh goodness, yeah, if it's criminal justice, you gotta be able to handle seeing that. This song fucking slaps. Yeah, RDB, like, I'm getting much, much better at handling gore because of this, this morbid curiosity and this current fixation on, like, true crime videos that I've been watching lately. That, still, if I saw gore, it's absolutely still a possibility that I would go into a panic attack. But it's getting a lot easier. I am slowly getting desensitized to it. Very slowly. A lot of the memories of awful things that I've seen don't bug me as much as they used to. So, big progress has been made there. Oh god, yeah, RDB. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Let's get that off the screen. Like, just because it doesn't bother you, doesn't mean it doesn't bother other people. If you had said that in this stream a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, I probably would have had a panic attack, but only because I keep watching this true crime stuff. It's the only reason why I'm able for you to say that, because I've started desensitizing myself. But please remember, a lot of people can't handle that. Happy thoughts. Only happy thoughts. Look at this fucking cat. Look at it. Look in its eyes. Look at its big, beautiful eyes. This has come a long way for, I've been going for about 2 hours. The neck is very, very difficult, I'm noticing. I think I want to add whiskers. Whiskers, whatever, I spelled it wrong. I'm gonna need this brush, but it needs to be absolute. Okay. Okay. Whiskers. Kitty kitty meow meow. Oh, Kiki has been summoned again. Ta-da! Bring even more kitty. Wow. This is turning out pretty good if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. Well, thank you! Oh my god, holy Jesus! So much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. What do I even say at this point, honestly? What do I even say? Thank you. Yes, this is a kitty. It's a kitter catter. Oh, whoopsie.
Stay with me, if only for a moment, only for a while. I regret letting you go. You were mine. I thought I'd be fine, but now my
gosh, you got a bunch of new calls? Well, that's awesome. Oh, he does a wallet drop into my... Oh my god. You look ravishing in those clothes, my dear. Simply ravishing. Okay, I think I've got the forms right. I'm gonna do some freeform stuff. Or at least, let me see. I'm gonna put this on my other screen. Zoom in on it. Show myself. Alright. I've listened to this song too many times. Hold on. I just want to do some freeform details. That's all I want to do. Oh, fuck. There we go. Hello, Claudix. Welcome to the community. boy. Oh, hello, Kenny. Welcome to the community. I'd say that is pretty good for today. I'm sorry you came here right at the end, but I've been going for 3 hours. I came off of a stream before that. I am in a lot of pain, so this is basically where we are at with this picture today. Yep, the ear that's on the left side of the screen used to look like the ear on the right side of the screen until I had a word with it. Okay, okay. You don't even need to redeem it. I'll just sing it. I'll just sing the hallelujah, okay? Hold on a second. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Okay, so on that note, we are gonna be done for today. I will continue this probably tomorrow. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Bless the stream. Well, Kiki has been here to bless the stream multiple times since I'm wearing this blanket. Okay. Bye bye. Oh, first, wait. We should see if there's somebody that we can raid. Hold on a second. Hold on, just a second. Let me quickly find out because I definitely need to remember to do that. No. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I pressed something wrong. Ooh, I know who to go to. Okay, so let's go to some Breath of the Wild with a guy called Sweet Geg. I think that's his name. So hold on. Okay, love you guys. Bye.